Yasmine Shah. How you going? Welcome to In This Together on my couch. How are you?
Hey Dino, how you doing? Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Yeah, you too, you too. For anyone who doesn't know Yasmine, I'm sure you've seen across the platform. Yas is Senior BDM with Trade Plus 24. I've known Yas, how long have we known each other, Yas, now? 2-3 years?
A couple of lifetimes, man. It's been ages.
The sign of a good friendship.
Yeah, totally.
I refer to Yas as the Ash Barty of the BDM circuit. Just like Ash Barty, she's top of her game and always striving for better excellence and everything across there. Yas, tell us BDM role with Trade Plus 24. Give us a brief snippet, what you do with them, what you do for them.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, man. That was a great intro. So, hey, everyone. Hey, Dino. Yes, I'm Yasmine Shah, BDM for Trade Plus 24. We are a receivables-backed lender that provides a business line of credit for medium to large enterprises that are looking for an easy way to access financing secured by their receivables. It's a really cool niche product, only one of its kind in the whole of Australia. So I'm really stoked to be able to represent it and introduce it to my amazing LinkedIn and greater broker family. So over to you, Dino.
I'm sure they're just as happy to have you, Yas, as well. So quality breeds quality. Diversification, having people moving to commercial finance, SME finance, given I also moved from the resi space into the SME space, even though it was for an 8-month period. Very, I suppose, passionate about getting people to look at different avenues, not only to help grow their business, but also to really look after their client base, whether they're self-employed or PAYG employees. What are you doing differently out in the market, Yas, to help people or help brokers look at expanding their business?
Yeah, look, it's something that is very, very close to my heart. I've started, as you know, my journey into the BDM land, as I call it. And in that time, I met a lot of amazing operators, business owners, brokers, accountants, financial advisors, all who were there to serve the same stakeholder, SMEs and business owners in Australia. So I have, made it my life's mission, my career mission, if you will, to help as many SMEs get the best possible financial help that they can possibly get. And I know that the best way to do that is to leverage our amazing broker community, because our brokers are our doers. They're the ones who get out there and they make stuff happen. But at the same time, they are able to build little cluster groups, or I suppose superstar A-teams, where you've got your accountant there, you've got your financial advisor there, and you've got your broker. When any SME in Australia has that combination, they are often insanely successful. So I've made a mission in life, I suppose, to bring as many of those out to the SME community as possible. But then there's been a little bit of a thing that's irked me since entering commercial finance 2 years ago, Dino, right? And you'll never guess what it is.
I'm sure you're going to tell me.
I will tell you. I will tell everyone. It is purely the fact that there aren't enough women in commercial lending, right? So upon starting, I realized we're a dime a dozen, I suppose, in the greater sense of things. And I thought, well, what can I do? Me as a lender BDM, what can I do to bridge that gap which clearly existed? In fact, the numbers, as per my work with the amazing people behind the MFAA's Opportunities for Women initiative, we're trying to work out why women are dropping out of the industry overall. So it just so happened that it was one of those events with the MFAA that a fellow friend of mine and an amazing broker as well, Rebecca Mansfield from Loan Market, she said, look, it would be so amazing, Yas, if we could have like a forum or a place where I could type in my commercial lending scenarios and get responses from multiple different angles that can help me firstly learn what I didn't know, So it enriches that conversation with the client, and secondly adds value to both me and my client, because I'll know how to get that deal set. So Rebecca has primarily been focusing on residential lending, and has recently branched out into commercial, and I knew that was it. You know how you wait for the sign, as per David Viz's quote recently on LinkedIn. I loved it. This is the sign you've been waiting for. And so I got my sign that I'd been waiting for, and I said to her, Beck, if you can create, because I don't really know my way around Facebook that much, so if you can create a Facebook forum, a group on Facebook, if you will, I will do everything I can to deliver that to you and more. Now, fast forward almost 2 months, we're at 200 members and going insanely strong. So that for me has been the highlight of my career in the last 3 years. So yay,
Awesome.
so
That's fantastic. I'm sure those numbers are going to continue to grow. What we'll do is we'll get the link to that Facebook forum as well. And if you're comfortable, we can post it as a comment so more women in the broking industry can have a look at it. Yes.
Thanks, legend.
My pleasure, as always. Yes, just quickly to finish off on a couple of questions I want to get your feedback on. What's the biggest change that you've had to make given the way that you're working now?
You know the answer to this one, Dee. Honestly, it's people. Honestly, I'm a people person, as you could probably tell. I struggled in, like, it's my 3rd week now working from home, where I knew that I'd lost the freedom to actually go outside and, you know, and just like go hang out at a buzzing cafe, because that's like where I get my, you know, I get my vibes, right? I go to cafes and out, and I couldn't do that anymore. And I'm thinking, okay, so we can't do catch-ups. And I'm thinking, I don't really like Zoom. It's not really, you know, like personable. And I thought, okay, this is different. But then, you know what, very quickly I realized that it's about value add for me. It always has been. And the primary way that I gravitated to, just because of my personality type, I'm an extrovert, right? So I've got to be out, right? I thought, well, that's okay. You can still serve Yas. You can serve your family, you can serve the community, and obviously my employer, by doing things differently. So lo and behold, 3 weeks in, I've nailed a routine. I'm back, baby, right? Like, so yeah, it's just been one of these, you know, I suppose one of these things, but I'm enjoying it now. It took a little while to get here, but I'm here and I'm enjoying it.
Awesome. I get the face-to-face interaction and the vibe that you get with it. So any sales or execs that's watching it that work for Zoom, Yas didn't actually mention that she didn't like Zoom. Please don't cut my account off. She mentioned she didn't like the non-face-to-face, non-shaking hands or whatever we're doing.
Zoom. Apologies.
Please don't cut our account off. Yas, last question. I wanted to get your feedback. Yeah. Last question, very, very quickly, in one sentence. What's the most favourite thing you love doing whilst you're spending more time at home?
My favorite thing that I love doing whilst I'm at home, aside from spending time with my family, is connecting with as many brokers and people in my network, and hearing their stories, hearing about how they're going, whether they're kicking goals, whether they're facing struggles, because every conversation, it just enriches and enhances me, it empowers me, it motivates me. So now that I have more time to do that, I'm really loving it.
Brilliant. A perfect thought to finish off this episode, Yas. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure. Always is.
Thank you. And as always, continue to stay strong, stay safe, do the right thing, and stay home, people. Thanks, Yas.
You got it. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.